Oh, this is so funny. Okay, let's see. This is a vertical live. You're very welcome. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can see me. This is like the 5th time I'm trying to do a live, and I refuse to let it go. I'm on my phone now. This is a vertical live. I don't know what's wrong with this camera. Oh, there we go. Okay. What up, fam? What up, fam? What up? What up? What up? Y'all, this is like the fifth live stream that I'm doing tonight. The 5th live stream. This is the 5th attempt at a live stream. I'm doing a vertical live stream from my phone. See how this one goes. I'm off the computer. The computer was acting real crazy, y'all. So, let me see something. Computer. I'm back. I'm back. Greetings. This is Wanda. This is Dice Working Day. I'm on my phone doing a vertical live on my phone. Got off the computer. See on my no, that's a tease reel. I am back. Okay, I'm back too. This is like the 5th or the 6th attempt to do this live stream. I'm on my phone. I'm doing a vertical stream. So I got off the computer because the computer was not acting right. So I decided to try to do it from my phone, vertical live. So you are very welcome. I was just on a roll talking and it kept going in and out, going in and out. So I said, let me try my phone. Let me try a vertical live stream. So I do apologize for the technical difficulties. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully you can hear me okay. This is so funny. This has never happened to me. It kept blinking. It was just weird. So I figured let me try a vertical live on my phone, and maybe it's just the computer being hacked, tracks, and all that good stuff. You know what they do. You know what they do to your iDevices. They be all on device, fam. Trying to keep us from getting the message across to our people. But that's not going to work. It's not going to work because we don't give up easily. We keep going and keep trying. Y'all got all these live streams that I was trying to do. 24 minutes. All these live streams, y'all. I made like 5 attempts to try to do the live streams. And if you look at my streams, I'm looking at them on the computer. They look like they're being recorded. Like I look like, the picture looks like, yeah, it's being recorded, fam. You might can see it if you go back and look at my previous ones I tried to do previously. I'm looking at them. They look like they're being recorded. And that was from my computer. So that means somebody is hacking, tracking my computer. I know they're on my phone too. But yeah, now y'all see why it's important to do things offline. It's important to plan things behind the scenes. Yes. If y'all get a chance, I was going to delete them, but I think I'm going to leave them up there. I'm going to leave the previous lives that I did on the computer. I'm going to leave it up so y'all can go and look at it. Go and look how I look in those live streams. I look like recorded, like somebody's recording me, because I'm looking at them right now on my computer. And I'm like, man, that's why I kept saying connection problems on my computer, because somebody was recording my live stream. Yeah, somebody's recording, y'all. That's why I be saying we gotta move in silence. We gotta move circumspectly. We gotta be low key, because we being watched. We being watched big time. Yup, we being watched big time. I'm gonna leave them up there a little longer, because I'm gonna take it down eventually. But I want y'all to look and see how I look in those videos, those live streams. I look like somebody recorded me. So I decided to get off the computer and to get on my phone. So this is a vertical live. This is a vertical live from my phone. And this looks like a lot better. It looks like a regular picture. The other live streams look recording, like somebody's recording it. So that's why I gotta watch what I say. They be recording. They be holding on to every word you say. They be running it back. Maybe AI is learning from what we say. AI would never learn me. AI would not learn me, because I'm too spontaneous. I say all kind of stuff. I'm all over the place. AI will never be able to copy me. So they could let the AI learn from our live streams and all our videos all they want to. I'm too spontaneous for AI. They will never learn me. They will never learn how I think, because we were created uniquely. Our creator, our maker created us uniquely. So the robots can try all they want to mimic us, but they will never be us. They will never be us. It's very demonic, by the way. That AI stuff is very demonic. They just want to become you and take over and control the world. Like, it's very demonic. That's why I don't be playing with none of them AI stuff. None of that AI stuff, I don't talk to none of it. I don't do none of that searching through. I don't do no AI chat, this. I don't mess with it, because it will never know how I think. It will never get my essence. I'm going to be unique. I'm going to always be unique. I'm not going to let no robot learn nothing about me. They're going to have to try to learn without my permission, but they'll still never know, because they don't know how you're created. They don't know that the thoughts that your creator, your maker give you to be who you are, to be creative, to be unique. They will never be you. They got to mimic you. They got to copy you, because you was created so magnificently. They want to be like you. They'll never be the apple of his eye like we are. We are the apple of the Most High's eye. We are his perfect creation. And no AI, fallen angel, reptile, technology will ever replace us. Transhuman, they won't replace us. They want to, but they won't. So all they can do is try to destroy us with the food and the water and the air. But if our maker protects us, that stuff won't affect us. We can eat poison, drink all kind of stuff, and we're going to be good, because our maker is going to protect us. So yeah, this word is wicked, y'all. This word is very wicked. This world is very wicked and very demonic. So you got to know that. That's why it's important for you to make plans. Make plans for, let me cut this computer off, because it's just, y'all, this computer is making me so, it's just disgusting. But yeah, they trying to silence us. I heard some black social media content creators talking about how they being shadow banned on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, but they were saying how since, the U.S. is taking over TikTok now, they being shadow banned, they being silenced, they being given warnings and all this different stuff about crazy stuff. Yeah, it's part of shadow banning. It's part of shutting us up, because they not doing nobody else like that but us. We don't even have as large of followings like some of these other ones. but they're not messing with them. But they don't want us to get the word across. They don't want us to communicate with one another. They don't want us to wake our people up. They don't want us to do it. It don't matter what it is. We state our opinion, our views, how we feel. It's a threat. It's a threat. They don't like us to have thoughts and views outside of the matrix, because some of us broke up out the matrix and our mind is not controlled by the media and what they want us to say. So we awaken our people up when we speak truth. And when we speak truth to power, and we cultivate, we speak the word, and the word starts breaking those chains on our people's minds, and all they, so they can see clearly. They don't want that. So they always on our channels trying to control what we say. But that won't work. That won't work. We're going to still speak. We're going to still make plans. We're going to still mobilize. We're going to still have land. We're going to still have money. We're still going to be good, regardless if they like it or not. We're going to be good. But we got to use wisdom. We got to plan accordingly. We got to know what's coming. We can't just sit here and just not make no plans because we chilling. No, we're going to chill until we ain't going to be able to chill. Then we're going to be stuck somewhere and we ain't going to be able to leave. You want to get somewhere where you can always be free to leave. You don't want to be in a country where they going to try to close the borders down to where you can't get out, and then you stuck in there with a bunch of maniacs. Or in like the Purge, you stuck in America. America going to be like the Purge. These crazy white people running around they want blood. They want organs. They eat us, family. They eat us. In America, they eat us. We are a delicatessen. Our organs, our melanin, our skin, everything, they eat it. So you are living with monsters, with demons, with reptiles, with aliens, with the fallen ones. They run America. Their seat is in the White House. So you got to get out. You have to get out. Find a way. Pray about it. Father, I need to get out. I want to get out. Can you provide the finances? That's what I did. Father, I want to do this. I want to be here. Can you provide the finances? And he will. But you got to ask. You can't just sit there and be like, I ain't going to ask because I don't have the money. You got to ask. Write stuff down. Make some plans. I need to get this. Father, can you provide the finances? That's what I do. I want to get land. I want to do this here. Father, I need the money. I don't have it. So he going to have to provide it if he wants you to do it. But you got to ask. You got to ask, fam. So, I got some people in the room. Welcome to the live stream. Thumbs up the live stream for me. This is the 5th attempt, family. The 5th attempt of doing this live. The 5th attempt. This never happened to me before. This is the first time. And I'm just like, wow. And I was saying, if you go back and look through the previous live streams that I did, I'm going to delete them eventually. But I want you to see what I look like. It don't even look like I was live. It looks like a recorded copy of me. Somebody's was recording my live on my computer. So I got off the computer and now I'm doing vertical lives on my phone. And I'm like, yeah, I already know that my stuff is monitored. That's why I said I got my private, exclusive, members only community here on YouTube that I talk about certain things with them. Because you can't talk about stuff publicly now because they monitoring everything, fam. They recording everything. They trying to get every little word. That's why they will never know. Because I ain't saying nothing about what we got going on. Believe me, we got stuff going on. We got stuff going on outside the country. But we ain't saying nothing. It's a lot of people doing things. They ain't even online. I just happen to be online. But I ain't saying nothing. They won't know from me. They won't know. That's how we got to move. In silence, discreetly. We got to move circumspectly. Not as fools, but as wise. Redeeming the time, because these days is evil. That's how we got to move. So we got plans, believe that. But they will never know. They will never know. They can record. Yeah. You won't know. Because I won't show you and I won't tell you. It's only for certain people. And it's usually for people who come here. If you come here to Dar es Salaam and you want to connect, we're going to meet for lunch or breakfast or dinner. We're not doing nothing over no phone. We're not doing anything over the computer. We're going to meet in person so we can talk offline. Got to turn them phones off. Get your analog phone. Get your phone that's not smart. If you want to talk about business, talk on those phones to each other. Even in America, you can do that. Get your little analog phone. If you want to talk about business, making plans, doing this, doing that, get you an analog phone that can't be tracked and hacked because it's a dinosaur. It's old. Get your little old flip phone and talk business on those phones. Get your walkie-talkie. Talk business on them things. I don't know. People might can tap into them walkie-talkie things, but them analog phones, they too old. Get one. I got one here. And I tell people, if I want to talk to them about something, we're going to talk on them phones. We even do that here. Them phones were useful for something. The smart ones, they can track and hack and all that. So you got to know that when you moving a certain kind of way. I learned that being here 5 years. I learned that. Leaving America and coming here and being outside of America 5 years, I learned that we got to move silently. We got to move discreetly. We got to move strategically. We make plans offline. We meet offline. But going back to the old-fashioned way. When I was growing up, I'm a 70s baby. We didn't have cell phones. We used the payphone, or we talked to people when we got there. We met with people. We had lunch together. We had business meetings. People met with each other. Now everybody doing everything on the computer and on the phone. You can't do that because now people all in your plans. They know what you're doing, so they can stop you and block you. So that's why you can't do that type of stuff on the phone no more, on the computer no more. You got to meet with people. Or if you're going to talk with an analog phone, but you're going to have to be in that same country. You're in America. You want to talk to people in America about certain businesses and you want it to be private, talk on that analog phone. Tell your people that you do business with, get an analog phone. And y'all talk that way. It can't be hacked. It can't be tracked. You come out of her, you come here to the continent, even the continental Africans, they still use those phones. They do everything with those phones. They pay bills because they have the money mobile system. Very, very convenient. Which is going to be an easy way for them to be on that digital ID stuff. But they have a mobile money system that they can use those analog phones, that they can send money. So they don't even have to have a smartphone to do everything they need. They can pay bills, buy things on that little phone. And they can talk, and it's all private. So we got to learn to be that way. Yes, technology is good, but technology could be the death of you. You won't lose your freedom because of technology. Hey, sis. I'm just talking. King Pally 8, Pi 863, Mambo, Poa, Miss Q777. Hey, sis. And I still got to get close because now this vertical live and the words are smaller. And I got glasses on. I still got to get close, fam. My bad, fam. But it is what it is. But yeah. We got to start making plans, fam. We can't just sit here and not do something. Hi. Hi. Adela Martinez. Hi. Welcome to the live stream, the 5th attempt. This is my fifth attempt at this live stream. You are very welcome. The other ones was recorded on my computer. If you go and look back on them, you'll see that I don't even look like I'm live. It looks like a recording. That's why I kept having technical problems. It kept saying, warning, your internet connection, something. I'm like, what? Yeah, it was being recorded. That's why. So I decided to get off the computer and get on my phone. So I'm doing the vertical live stream. But I was talking about the importance of planning. I was talking about the importance of moving strategically. You can't move like you used to move. Got to be careful with these iPhones. Got to be careful with these computers. Got to be careful with this technology. Go back to your analog phone. If you want to talk about something private, meet people in person. Talk on those phones that's not able to be hacked and tracked and tapped. Those old phones like the Nokia phone. You can still talk on those. They can't be hacked. It's too old. Go back to those phones so you can have privacy. That's the only way you're gonna have privacy. Other than that, they're gonna be recording you, hacking, tracking, all that stuff. Add a share on. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah. So, but yeah, I was talking about that. That's how we got to move. We got to move like that, especially also when you come out of America and you move to these countries outside. They still be watching you. They be watching you. They watch us everywhere we go because they think they own us. Because we got Social Security number and birth certificate, and they think they own us. So when we come out, we gotta be strategic in our privacy and what we plan to do. Even if we decide we're going to do stuff as a collective group of people, we don't have to put that stuff online. We can be private with it. We move low key in silence, because when you put everything online, then people be trying to block not only your enemies from your country, but you got frenemies, you got foes, you got jealous people, haters. They be on that stuff too, trying to be jealous of what y'all got going on. Don't nobody want us to work together. Everybody keeps saying, oh, we can't work together. Yes, we do, but people are always trying to break it up. People are always trying to, you always got people, ops and agents in there to try to mess things up when we're trying to do things. So you do have people who do want to work together, but you always got some crazy person jumping in there trying to cause problems, and they don't get along with nobody, and they're a problem person because they have a wicked spirit. They don't want us to work together, and they look like us. So you still got to watch people like that. You got to wean people out. You got the wheat and you got the tares. You got to wean those people, weed them out. Watch their behavior. Watch their wickedness. And if they ain't acting right, move on, move them out, or move on. Don't deal with them, because it's gonna be people that be pretending like they want to work with you. They want to work with us. They want to do things as a collective and build and all that. They don't be wanting to do that. They be wanting to be nosy and destroy what you got going on. So you got to be weary of people like that, leery of people like that. I'm back. See on my 04. I had to get on my phone and do a vertical live. Hello. Truth bet. Oh, hi. I'm trying to read these small writings. Okay, so true. See on my, yes. So when we come out of America, family, we come out and we decide that we want to work together. We want to do build together. We want to have land and people working together. You got people even outside that's trying to stop us from doing it, and they keep saying, oh, we can't work together. It's people that don't want us to work together. They look just like us. They haters. They jealous. They don't want us. Family, you got to have discernment. Being here 5 years, I've seen people come and go. I've seen some wicked people come here pretending that that we family, but they jealous. You can't work with people like that. But people doing things, believe that. We ain't putting it online. We ain't saying nothing. You got to move low key. And the Father will draw the like-minded people to you who's meant to work with you, walk with you, do this thing with you, build together with you. He will draw them to you. And the ones that's not meant to walk with you, he will drive them out. You got to pray that, though. I pray that. I say, Father, when I pray, I be like, Father, if someone is meant to walk this walk with me, draw them closer to me, and you will, so we can walk together. If they're not meant to walk this walk with me, show me and drive them out. Drive them out, and show me who they really are. You got to pray those type of things, because you got to have discernment, because people pretend well. They pretend well. They just be wanting to get close to you to find out what you got going on. Especially here, I've been here 5 years. I have a lot of people trying to get close to me. They want to know, well, what are you doing and how you, they don't need to know all that. They don't need to be all up in my business. Because I don't trust you like that. Why you all in my business? What, you ain't got no business of your own? What you trying to do? Why you worried about what I'm doing? See, that's the thing. You have to know this. You can't work with everybody. You can't trust everybody, even people who look like us. So you got to move a certain way. You got to move strategically. You got to have discernment. You got to stay in prayer. The Father will reveal your enemies to you, because they can be your enemies they right there in your house eating with you, chilling with you, and they your enemies. They just scoping out what you got going on and how you been doing it. Instead of them praying and asking for direction for them to be able to do things, they want to see what you doing so they can try to do what you doing. Taking your ideas, all kind of stuff. Just wickedness. You got to wean those people out. You got to wean them out. Yes, discernment. That's right. That's right. See on Mind 04. People need to mind their own business. That's right. They be all up. I've had people ask me questions like, oh, how you do? And I just tell them, you can do. Because, look, y'all, everybody can't do what you're doing. Everybody's destiny, everybody's plans are different. When you leave America, everybody got a plan of things that they want to do. They got certain skills, certain business acumens. They got online stuff. Everybody's such situation is different. You can't do what everybody else is doing. The route that I took, I could tell somebody and they may not be able to go that same route because it wasn't meant for them. I heard a sister say that favor ain't fair, and it's not. It's not fair. So what might work for me may not work for you. You got to have your own idea of what you want to do. Yes, you can do consultations. You can consult with people. You can get advice from people online. But at the end of the day, you have your own desires. You have your own plans in your mind because you are structuring it around your skills, your family situation, what you got going on, your finances. So you can't just follow everybody and do what everybody else is doing. So you shouldn't even try to do that. We too old for that at this point. Everybody got to have their own life and figure out, what their plan is. But you can work with other people. You can group with other people. Y'all can work together as a collective. But you can't be a hater, jealous, agent, being low-key sneaky, trying to find out what people doing so you can do your wickedness. That's why you got to move silently, fam. Especially when you come out of the country, because the thing is, when you leave the West and you leave America, you don't have a buffer like you do when you live in America. When you come out of there, you don't have nothing to fall back on. Close proximity. Yeah, you don't have the systems like you do in America. So you got to be on point with your plans and what you're doing. Because one wrong move can have you having to go back and start all over again. So you have to know that, and you have to be private and protective of your personal business, your finances. Don't be telling people all your financial stuff. Don't tell people everything that you got going on. Don't tell the people your plans. Like me, when I was coming here, I didn't tell nobody. I told two people, my son, and I told a girl I work with, because she had to take my computer back to work. That's the only reason I told her. But I didn't tell nobody until I got here. When I got here in Tanzania and I got situated, that's when I told everybody, oh, I'm an African. Yeah, you can't tell everybody your stuff and what you plan on doing. Because they'll try to talk you out of it, then they be trying to be all nosy in your business and discourage you. You ain't got to tell people everything that you trying to do. You grown. You grown. If you got the download and you got the spiritual calling or the desire to visit a certain country, move to a certain country, you don't have to ask permission. If you're married and stuff, that's different because you have to make that decision together. But if you're a single solo person, you ain't got to get nobody's permission. You consult with somebody in that country. You can connect with people in that country. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Believe me, you ain't got to be scared. I feel more safe outside of America than I have ever felt living inside of America. And I know that's hard to believe for people who've never left America or never lived in another country outside. But I did even when I left. I felt more comfortable coming to the continent and being around Africans than I just was tired of being around white people, prejudiced white people. So I was like, I had a desire to just be around Africans. I just want to be around people that look like me. That's all. And I've been here ever since. I have not regretted leaving America I have not regretted. I'm so glad I did. Because now I'm looking at what's going on now, and I'm like, man, I keep saying, I'm so glad I left. I'm so glad every day I'm like, look, I wake up and look outside, I'm like, I'm on a continent. I mean, it's just a nightmare to think I'm going to wake up and I'm in America. Like, that's a nightmare to me. Because I don't want to get stuck over there. Yeah. That's another reason why I haven't gone back. I don't want to get stuck over there. Because I already know they're trying to get us stuck. I can't go back because I can't get stuck. I'd rather be stuck outside of America than be stuck inside. That's just me. Because I can make it outside. I can go to different countries. I can, we everywhere, family. Black people, we everywhere. African Americans, we everywhere. So I can connect with my people wherever. Outside. I don't want to do that inside. Because inside we ain't got no control. Inside, our oppressors, captors, and enemies control everything inside. But they don't do that. They don't have it outside. Outside, you free. You connect with who you want to connect with. You do, get together with whoever. You're not controlled like that. But you control when you live in Babylon. But they control everything. So your food, your water, your air, your health care, they control everything. And they control your health care. They can every time somebody black go in the hospital, that's the chance that you take. You may not come out. Your food, they poison your food and water. Your air, they poison your air. Like, they control, your enemies, captors, and oppressors control everything over you. Do you understand how unsafe that is, family? That's not safe. That's not safe at all. You gotta get out to where you are in control of your own situation. You control your air because you can go from country to country. You go to fresh air. You eat fresh food when you're outside. You make sure you buy water. Like, you control your destiny when you're out of the house of bondage. But if you're in the house of bondage, they control. And you got to do whatever they say. They say just put you back in the field. Be like, go pick that cotton. Go pick that sugar cane. Go do this. If you need a job and you hungry, you got to do it. Then they're going to talk to you dirty and grimy. And then they can do back what they've been doing, killing you. They could rape women, rape you, your children, and they could do all that stuff like they did before. You cannot allow yourself to be controlled and stuck in a system like that. You can't allow yourself to be stuck in a system like that. Take a chance outside. Even if, I said before, I would rather be broke outside of America than rich inside. Because if you're rich inside, they're going to control you. So you're going to be rich, but they're going to tell you what to do with your money. It's going to be at a point where you might be trying to get a flight out, and they might say, no, you can't travel right now. You got to wait. And then they control your money, so you ain't going to be able to leave. Yeah, I can't. Right now, I go wherever I choose to go. The good thing is I'm in Tanzania, and it's a lot of different cities here. So if I want to travel, I could just ride a bus or something. I could fly, ride a bus. Like, I am in control of what I do. The U.S. don't have no control over me here. They don't have no control. The only thing I have is a bank account. And I need to be trying to figure out how to get some land so I can grow some food. So if something happened with that, I won't be hungry. Right? That's it. But I control my own life. I can't have my enemies controlling me. I can't. Our ancestors wanted to go back but couldn't. That's right. We now have a chance. That's right. At Opulence 605. Hi. Welcome. I am on this vertical live stream and the words are so small, so I have to get up close. I do apologize. I know that's kind of annoying. And I got on glasses too. I know. And so, but you're welcome. This is like the 5th attempt to do a live stream, and I finally got off the computer and got on my phone. Finally woke up and said, let me just get off this computer and do it on my phone. But I wanted to talk to my people, and I feel like I didn't want to let it go because I felt like something was trying to keep me from doing a live stream. And whenever that happens, I push myself past it because I'm like, maybe I'm going to say something. Maybe I'm going to reach somebody. Maybe it's something that I say is going to make a difference in somebody's life. So I was like, you know what? I got to do this live stream because there are forces trying to keep me from doing a live stream. And I don't know what I might say in it. So I said, let me do it anyway. Let me just push past. I'm gonna do this live stream because maybe I might say something that will make a difference in somebody's plans or their life or their mindset. Because as we speak, and we came out of America, out of Babylon, out of the house of bondage, out of the land of our enemies' forefathers, out of the land of our enemies' captors and oppressors, that we speak words that we wake our brothers and sisters up, that is under the mind control and brainwashing, that they wake up to the truth about you can have a beautiful life outside of America. America don't have to control you. You don't belong. They don't own you. They didn't make you. You got a maker that made you. You got a creator that made you. And he said you were wonderfully and perfectly made. He didn't make you to be controlled. He don't even control you. Your maker don't even control you. No white people system should be controlling you. They should be controlling you. Your freedom of speech, the way you think, how you act. No system should be controlling you. You are an individual with gifts and talents, and you're a free agent. You shouldn't be controlled by nobody. You should be a servant of our maker who created you, because he gave you the choice to choose him or not. He gave you a choice. So nobody else should be trying to make you do something that you don't want to do. You can't live like that, fam. That's not life. And that's the way America's going back to. It's going back to that. More freedom of speech. It's going. They are shadow banning and blocking our channels and trying to silence us and giving us reasons why. Oh, if you say this, your channel, like they doing these little things to try to silence you. That's why I was saying I got this membership, exclusive, private exclusive membership community. Yes, people pay for it, but I can speak to them. And I still have to keep that in perspective because it's still on their platform. But I can speak more, I can say a little bit more privately than I can say publicly, because I can't share everything that I've learned, that I've experienced here. I share a lot of the experience. But the things I've learned by living outside of America as a foreigner because of the passport in another country, this is valuable information that we should share with each other offline. It's not something that we should be sharing online. We should be like meeting with people, having lunch, having breakfast, having dinner, and talk about this type of stuff offline. A lot of this stuff we can't do. We can't. Everybody's watching. Your enemies, your foes, the demons, and all of them. AI, and they record. Like, you can't talk about hardly nothing on these things no more. Especially if you're planning something. Because they be trying to wish on your downfall and your demise and your steal your ideas, and they're not happy for you, some people, because they're wicked. So we can't share everything. I'm learning that a lot. I did not know that when I first got here. I was just sharing everything, telling everything. I start seeing when people start turning on me, saying stuff and throwing in my face, different things, and I'm like, yeah, I won't be telling nothing, I won't be sharing nothing else. Yeah, when they start telling, you start seeing, oh, you pretending to be my friend, but you telling the truth about you were never my friend. You trying to get information. You trying to find out how I'm doing this. That's why I was so glad I was private. I won't be telling nobody what I'm doing no more. I won't be telling nobody. I'm with my project, with my land project, and what I'm doing, the areas I'm looking at and all that. I used to tell people I ain't telling nothing, because people be trying to find out what you got going on. They be trying to come to your house, to your land, to your project, so they'll know, so they know they don't like you. Then they tell people where you at. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. It could be a safety concern, fam. I learned that. It could be your safety, especially as a woman. A woman that's solo, and even as a couple, when you got to be very private and very careful who you trust. Our people and Continentals too. Got to have discernment, because this could be your life. Something can happen to you. Yeah. I had to learn that. Not the hard way, but I just watch situations with different people, and I'm like, man, that's dirty, you know. And I'm like, yeah, I won't be saying nothing. Yeah, you will learn that, but it's good to have somebody that can tell you, because you know you got your desires, your dreams, your goals. You have certain educations and certain funds and all this. Don't be telling everybody what you got. Your monies, don't be telling. Your ideas, don't be telling. Don't. Some people will pretend that they want to work with you just to get your information, just to find out what you got going on. And definitely, if you come to the continent, don't be telling everybody where you live, locals included. Stop being so sharing too much of your information, because it could be a safety situation. I mean, remember, you are outside of America and you are a foreigner in, you know, another country. So you got to keep that in mind, how you move. You got to move with discretion. You can enjoy your life, but just be discreet with your life. Especially if you're married, you got kids, and even if you're by yourself anytime, just be mindful who you trust. Vet people. Pray about it. The Father is going to show you everybody. He's going to show you the truth about these fake people smiling up in your face, pretending that they your friend. I've had so much of that with these women. I'm telling you, they be coming up in here acting like, "Hey, girl." They be low key haters, hating on my house, hating on different stuff. I'm like, what? Yeah, and a lot of them younger than me. I'm old enough to be some of their mamas, and I'm like, what? Yeah, it's crazy. So you gotta just be in prayer and thank you, Sofa Leroy. Thank you. So y'all, yeah, you decide that you wanna. I mean, this information can go for this could apply in the U.S. too. You know, these people. Be careful who you trust. This can apply in America and outside, but I think outside you have to be extra. Well, you got to be extra inside too, because in America everybody got guns and people really going ballistic. But when you come outside, sometimes you tend to let your guard down because people are nice and everything. You got to still be careful. Don't let people know where you live. Don't let people know where your project you got going on. If you got a restaurant, you advertising, that's one thing. But your private house and all that stuff, stop telling people everything about you. You got to be private. You got to move in silence. You got to move discreetly, and only have a selected group of people that you vetted in your circle that you trust, right? I had to learn that. So I'm sharing with you what I had to learn. Can't trust everybody. Oh, I don't do too many. I know that's right. I'm late on the topic. Oh, yeah, I was just talking about preparing for what is to come. And whether you decide you're going to stay in America and come out, you still need to prepare for things are changing. The B system is getting set up as we speak. Digital ID. Not that the digital ID is the B system, but once you get hooked up to that digital ID, then they control everything. So that is the B system, where they control everything. Like you'll be like a child. Like they'll tell you, if you can travel, they'll tell you, if you could spend money on this, they have to approve everything you spend. And they can punish you. They can be like, because you was late to work, you're not going to get, like they could do anything when they control you. You ain't going to have no control of your life. You can't live like that. Some people going to have to, but if you can make plans to get out to be free. You're actually leaving America to be free, because that whole when you in a developed country like that, like Asia somewhere, they all developed, and the European country, all of them, it's easier to control you. But when you're in a country that's still developing, and you still have a lot of land that's rural, and a lot of that stuff ain't even on the map, you'll have more freedom. So you need to be in a place where it's still a lot of development, like it's a lot of land that's not developed. Then you have a chance to be free to be living outside of the system, and you can grow your own food, have land, have a water source, have electricity. You can still be on the community state water and electricity, but at least you have land and you can grow your own food. Those are two major things. Then you won't have to be accepting digital ID, that, doing all this stuff. They're trying to control you because you got to eat and you have to have a place to live. But when you have your own, then you have more options. You have more freedom. Can't say it enough. Very proud of you. Thank you. You could have been afraid and stayed the rest. That's right. The rest of your days in America, but you chose to bet on. Yes, that's right. Soulfully Royal. Thank you so much, Royal Nita. Thank you so much. I foresaw that this time would come, and I was just saying, I love my freedom a lot. I love my freedom more than money. I'm telling you. I was saying that I would rather be broke outside of America than have money, because I ain't gonna be rich. They ain't gonna let us be rich, but have money inside, because if you're inside and you have money, your life still hangs on a balance, and then they can control you, especially if you have a good job or something, or if you have a company and you making good money or whatever. They can eventually try to mess up your money because they control you. I'd rather be outside struggling to make, like the continent of Africans, they be hustling. Some of them, it's a lot of poverty. They be hustling and they be struggling, but they happy, they got peace, and they free. It's fruit, vegetable trees everywhere, family. It's stuff growing everywhere. It's herbs everywhere. We got lemongrass, we got neem tree, lemongrass, we got soursop leaves, we got moringa, we got aloe vera, we got mango leaves, like we got banana trees. We got stuff everywhere. Ain't nobody gonna be hungry. Nobody's gonna be hungry in Africa. Ain't nobody gonna be hungry. If people are hungry, it's because the West is in that country taking all the resources, so they are struggling. But yeah, it's stuff going everywhere. So I would rather be outside of America and broke than inside of America with money, because you're still going to be controlled. I love my freedom too much. I want to be free. I can't be like my ancestors. I can't go through what they went through. Being stuck with enemies, oppressors, and captors, and how they treat them, talk to them any kind of way, beat them, rape them. I can't live like that. I cannot. I had to leave. I gotta be free, fam. Solar Soul, shalom, welcome to the live stream. I was telling them, yeah, you gotta come out of her. Come out of the house of bondage. Because they're trying to make it back to how it was for our ancestors. And I know you don't want to live like that. Colored fountains, and black people they already telling black people they can't do things. You can't go to this restaurant. We don't serve you here. They already doing that. It's going to be back to like it was. Black water fountain, colored water fountain, everything. I cannot live like that. I had to come out of there. On another great in the comments. So yes. That's our brother Solo Soul. He be trying to tell y'all. He been here. He got stuff going on here. He been trying to tell y'all. He's absolutely right. It's no freedom over there. You'll be free here. It's a hustle. It ain't easy. But I'd rather be free and hustle and make a way than be in prison. I can't be locked up. I can't be locked up with reptiles, fallen angels, the aliens, cannibals, all type, PDFs. What else are they? Homos. Like, I can't be locked up in no country with people like that. Yeah, they mentally off. They're mentally off. That they trying to turn back. Yes, they are. I have some new content. All right, so I look forward to seeing your new content. Pure wickedness. Yes, pure wickedness. I cannot be in that country. When I see how the men, how everything is going over there, y'all, Our people is going to the pit right now. They headed to the pit, meaning because these men sleeping with each other, and it's like Sodom and Gomorrah. Like, and then you got PDFs all in the government, and then you got homos all in the government. They sleep with each other. It's just wicked. I can't live in no country like that, fam. I had to go. I'd rather be here. I'd rather be here in Tanzania, where they're modest and traditional families. They know their role. These men love women. Not that you don't have some stuff, but you don't see it. It's a beautiful country to raise children in, and that's all across Africa. The Africans are the most normal people out of all these people in the world. These other people in these other countries be doing some off stuff. They unclean, they eating some nasty stuff, and they just be doing some, they do stuff that we wasn't raised to be doing. I'm a 70s baby, so I'm old fashioned. And a lot of this stuff going on in America, and yeah, I need to be around Africans, because Africans remind me of us. They pure like that. They pure. They normal. Like, the men like women. They want to have children. Like, it's normal. But when you go to America and they doing all this weird stuff and all these eating people, and it's just too much. Family is too much. I had to go. I had to go, family. Ain't that much convenience in the world. Ain't that much. Everybody talk about the convenience. I don't care about no convenience when I'm living around demons and fallen angels and reptiles and homos and PDFs and just nasty, filthy debauchery, fam. It's unclean. Yeah, I don't want to live around nobody like that. I don't want to live in no country where they doing all that. I can't wait to get back with my Solo Soul. Get out of that wicked place. Yep, I felt safe. Yes, Solo Soul. That's what I was saying. And so much peace. I was like, even what happened with the elections and stuff, I still feel safer in Tanzania than I did in America. Even though that happened, and I stayed inside though. They had some chaos or whatever, or demonstrations. I stayed inside and I followed the rules. So I wasn't impacted, but it was sad. But I still feel safer here. I still feel safer. I still have peace. And I feel free. Like, I can go from country to country. Anywhere on the continent, I can just travel to different countries. I don't have America lording over me, trying to tell me I can't go. You gotta work. I don't have none of that. I don't miss that. The other day to solo about Africa is still the yes, they want us to. That's right. That's right. Because you got stuff popping off in every country. You're gonna have stuff popping off everywhere, because these are the last days, right? And the digital ID is gonna be everywhere. The B system gonna be everywhere. Stuff gonna be popping off. But where do you feel safe? The safest out of every place. I don't feel safe in America at all, in the least. I feel safer anywhere in Africa. I've been to 3 different countries on the continent, and I felt safe in every single one of them. I went to Ghana, went to Zambia, briefly went to Kenya. And I felt so safe in Zambia. I felt so safe in Ghana. And I'm in Tanzania. Like, I felt the safest in my life on the continent with people who look like me. Hi, Miel. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Thank you. Yes, I felt the safest in Africa, where everybody looked like me. They normal like us. They do some of the same stuff we do. They take their shoes off before they go in the house. They wash their hands every time they eat here in Texas. Like, they just like us. Like, these other people, you be living with these Asians, they be doing weird stuff. All these different, like, other people, they do weird stuff. I don't want to live with no other people. No Arabs, no Indians, no white people. But there are a lot of Arabs and Indians here in Tanzania, but I don't be around them. I be around locals. I be around locals. And a lot of the ladies look like me. They do their hair. They got the same kind of hair, same kind of skin. They like us. We brothers and sisters, family. You will feel it when you hear. Not that it's perfect. Not that they don't have their own issues. As you can see, what happened during the elections here, they got every country got their own stuff. But me personally, I feel more comfortable here than I ever felt in America, even after this whole situation with the demonstrations. I'm praying for the country. I feel bad. I feel sad about that, but I still feel safe here. Even when I was thinking, after it was over, I was thinking, should I be leaving? I was just like, it's kind of, I don't know. And I just thought that, and I heard a voice say to me, and I know it was the Father, was like, where you going? Like, where you think you're going? It's going to be everywhere. Where you running to? And I was like, that's true. And then especially, I was not thinking about going back to America. For sure, I was going to go to another African country. And I was thinking about Namibia and Botswana. Those two. I want to go visit. But, yeah. I was like, yeah, I would never go back to America. Nah. I don't even want to go visit. I don't miss nothing. 5 years, fam, I don't miss nothing. I know it's hard to believe I don't. Because I never felt, y'all don't have that connection to America like maybe people think I should. When I tell people that, they be like, for real, you don't? I don't, fam. I don't know. I ain't never really liked America. I'm going to be honest. Don Blake, hi. What is the dominant religion in Tanzania? It's Christian and Muslim here in Tanzania. So it's like half Christian, half Muslim. I don't know which one is more, but I know it's half Christian and half Muslim. But they get along. So, and the only way you really know is the way that people dress. You know, the Muslims, they wear the hijab. And then the Christians, they'll do head wraps like we do. A head wrap, or they'll just wrap, they dress modestly. So everybody get along. Like, this whole thing that happened with the demonstrations was something unusual. Everybody get along, and nobody don't push nothing off on nobody. You willingly decide what you want to believe. For me, I believe the Bible. I'm a Bible believer. I'm not a Christian, not a Muslim. I just believe the scriptures. I don't have a title. I'm a child of the Most High, children of Israel. I'm a descendant of the children of Israel in the Bible. But I don't have a title. I'm a Bantu Hebrew Israelite. Wanda, you so funny. Thank you, sis. You look so happy. I'm so happy. I am. Don Black, I am so happy. This is the happiest I've ever been. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm so happy. I have peace, and I feel safe. Now, I did feel anxiety when the demonstrations happened after the election. I felt anxiety because I heard gunshots. And I was like, ooh. But it ain't like I ain't heard gunshots in America. Come on now. But I just mind my own business, stayed inside, and waited until they said the coast was clear because they had a curfew, and then we went out and everything was fine. So I felt anxiety. But other than that, I've been free for 5 years straight, fam. I felt safety, peace, and freedom. Those three things that I didn't feel in America. I didn't feel those in America. Those are important to me. Fam, those three things are at the top of my list. Almost above finances, but we know we need finances. But I have little, I don't have a lot of finances, but I can still survive here. I got a 2-bedroom apartment. I can still survive here with little. Oh, your people are. Sons 360. Yeah, that's true, Sons 360. We do. But in the meantime, we got to move. We can move a certain way and we can still get things done. So, Sons 360, we can still use their platforms, but we got to be strategic and we have to move discreetly and in silence. That's why I was saying we have to meet. If you're here in Tanzania, or if you're in Ghana, or if you're in Kenya, if you're in South Africa, if you're in Thailand, if you're in Barbados, if you're in Panama, wherever you are, meet with people in person. Stop doing everything over the computer and over the phone. When you're making plans, when you sharing your ideas or whatever, do it in person. Stop doing everything over the computer and over the phone. You got to meet with people. That way you won't have all your information on these platforms. So you can use it for what is general stuff. But when you have private things you talk about that you don't want the whole world knowing, you might have to create a membership, exclusive private membership community like I have, or have a private group on Facebook. I also have a Facebook group called Beyond the Rivers of Kush. In there we talk about how we as African Americans in America and on the continent, because there's a lot of us moving to Africa. That's for those two areas, America and the continent, because I don't want it to be too big, but we talk together to see what we can do to help each other. And so you have to do that privately. You have to be in private groups. You can't be public with a lot of stuff. And even in the private groups, you know they're still being monitored, because you know you're still on them folks' platform. So you still keep that in perspective. But the goal is to be able to come together and meet together and talk together in person wherever you are. That we can use that tool as a connecting tool to connect people to. If anybody here in this group is 500 something people in that group on Facebook, something happens somewhere in Michigan, they could be like, oh, I'm on this street in Michigan. Is there anybody in the group, or y'all have any family members that's in this area? Can we meet or watch this area if you live in New Jersey and this is going on? Don't go to that area. So it's different things that you can use it for without telling everything. You use it for general stuff. You use it for what you can gather for, but you don't tell all your business in there. You don't tell your financial business. You don't tell everything that you got going on. Because even though it's private, it's still, we're using a platform, family. They're still watching and listening. So even though I have this exclusive private membership community, even then I consider what I share. Because I already know it's still being monitored. It's just not public for the whole world to see. But they still monitoring it. So you got to always keep those things in mind as we move forward with this technology and this AI and this monitoring and this shadow ban, all this different stuff that's going on. It's in this social media technology. So you always have to keep that in mind. Absolutely agree with privacy. Yes, we have to do things privately. We can't do public stuff. And I know a lot of people say, I hear people say, how come the Chinese and the Arabs and the Indians, all these people can work together and we can't? It's not that we can't. It's just that everybody's against us doing it. So it's not only outsiders against us doing it. You got the country we come from against us doing it. They always been against us coming together. And then you have people, haters, personally against you because they got a wicked demonic spirits in them. They against you and they don't want you to work with other people to have anything. So we got everybody against us. We don't have no friends. Nobody don't like us. No matter where we go. We ain't even liked in America. We ain't gonna be liked nowhere else. We're not even liked in our so-called own country. We're not gonna be liked nowhere. You just have to come to the realization of that. It is that living outside of America for 5 years, everybody ain't gonna like you. What that mean? They don't have to like you. You still trying to do something. That's what I'm like. How you feel about me don't have nothing to do with me. That's how I look at it. Just don't bother me. I won't bother you. Keep it moving. And one thing I can say is the continental Africans, they got their own business going on. Don't be in your business doing the caring thing all up in your stuff. But you do have to still be private with what you're doing, what you're planning with your brothers and sisters. Like-minded people. Because everybody that look like you is not like-minded. They want to destroy. They want to tear down. They are wicked with their words. And they're wishing bad things. They don't want us to do nothing. So we don't only have people outside of our community, of our nation, that don't want us to do nothing. We got people within that don't want us to do nothing. So you got to watch out for them too. We got to watch out for both. I say one thing about the other nations, they stick together. The Chinamen, the Arabs, the Indians, they all stick together even if they don't like each other. We don't do that. We will unalive each other. if we don't like each other, if we get jealous of each other for something we're doing. That's how serious it is. That's why you got to be careful who you connect with, who you allow to come in your space, who you share your ideas, dreams, and aspirations with, who you share your plans with. If you plan on coming out of her, my people, if you plan on leaving Babylon and ain't nobody happy for you and ain't nobody seem like they support it, don't tell nobody. Just leave like I did. I ain't tell nobody. Told 2 people. My family found out when I was here. I was already gone then. You can't talk me out, and you can't try to badmouth my plans and put, people could do that, give you, discourage you, put words out there in the atmosphere that discourage your plans and discourage you from having the courage to leave and do other things outside of America because they limited in their thinking and they don't believe in themselves. So they don't believe in you, and they'll try to push that spirit off on you. That's why you got to move in silence. That's why when you make a decision, do what you can do. You grown. You make a decision, you move with your decision. Don't be begging people to approve. Mama, daddy, nobody. Don't be begging them. You go, and if they want to see you, they'll come see you. That's how I see it. I left. If my family want to see me, they got to come see me. I'm not going back. I told my son, I'm praying for you. Hopefully nothing don't happen to you in Babylon because you are the target over there. He's 28 years old. You're the target. And you want to stay. I'm not coming back. I just told him I am not coming back. I don't understand if they understand what that means. So I'm praying that you make it out. That you make it over here because I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I told everybody that. Yes, Solar Soul. Thank you. Debaters, haters, always getting weeded out and dumped. That's right, Sons 360. Ghosts of being on the continent than ever, definitely before years out. All right, Sons 360. I'm going to set up a program that assists. Oh, that'd be nice, Sons 360, to get the continent one. Continent wants shoppers. All right, that sounds so good. We need all the help we can get. That's what I'm saying. We got skills. They firing us from jobs and telling us no about jobs. We don't stop begging white people for a job. Stop begging them for work. You too special. You too intelligent. You just brilliant. Don't be begging white people for work. You might have to work. You might have to work hard. You might have to hustle a little bit. Do a little handy work for yourself. Stop begging them for stuff. Because that's what they want you to do. They want you to be begging them on hands and knees. Then they're going to put you back in the field. And then they're going to talk grimy about you. That you worthless and you ain't worth nothing. And you just, stop begging white people. Come out of there with them. Let them have that country. It's going down anyway. The food poison, the air poison. Aliens are there. Reptiles are there. Cannibals are there. They're eating people, family. They're eating people there. They're eating us. We're missing. Because they're eating us. They're using our organs for them to live longer, and they're eating us. They eat flesh. They're monsters, fam. You got to come out that place. You got to come out that place. I know you love it. I know that's all you know. That's all I knew too. But I made a new life for myself. I got new memories in a new country. A beautiful country. Beautiful people. You can do the same. We got communities, family. It's a lot of us here in Tanzania. It's a lot of us. We got community, little pockets of communities. Believe me, family, we happy. We got peace. We feel safe. Even though you had this chaos, we wouldn't trade it for America. We would not trade it. We talk. We talk. We feel safe. We have peace. We feel free. We wouldn't trade it. And you won't either if you come out. But if you don't come out to see, you will never know. Then you just stay there and let these white people treat you like dirt. Yeah, they'll never treat me like that. They'll never treat me like that again. Never. Like they did my ancestors. Never. Never treat me like that. Yeah, I won't tolerate it. I leave first. And I did. That's why I left. Because it was mainly because of them. I got tired of them. I don't want to live around them people. I don't want to see them people. I don't see them. Well, I live in a local area. I don't even see them people. I ain't see. It was like a time that I ain't see them people for like 3 years. And then when I went around them, I didn't even pay attention to them. That's how much I wasn't seeing them. They are minority here. You barely see them unless you go into international areas, and we live around locals. We live in local areas. We don't live around no international area where we see all these white people. The place will be, yes, and don't want to be here when it happens. That's right. Most High's already told us to get up. That's right. Get off and be not partakers. That's right. Psalms 360. One of the Most High will protect your son. Thank you, Don Blake. Thank you. I be praying for him all the time. I be hoping one day I talk to him. He'd be like, Mama, I'm coming. He did come here, and he stayed for 2 weeks, but he had to go back to work. But one day he gonna be like, Mama, I just want to come. As he see things and as things get progressively worse, he's going to be, I'm praying that he's going to wake up one day and Mom, I want to come there. I mean, he be set. I got a place. I got a room. He good. He just don't want to be without a work. And I get it because he's a man. But these are hard times. I'd rather you be alive. I'd rather you have your life than talk about staying there and putting up with these white people and your life hanging in the balance every day because you're trying to live with these white people that don't want you to be there, and they looking at you as a target. They hungry. They want to eat your flesh and drink your blood and eat your organs so they can live. So you need to come out. It's a lot of monsters over there, fam. Monsters are real. Monsters that eat flesh and drink blood. And we are a delicatessen. Family, this melanin, this melanin is, yeah. They want this melanin because it keep them alive. Yep. Our melanin keeps them alive. They're eating our people. They're monsters. I used to say that all the time, and people didn't really take me seriously. They eat flesh and drink blood. Y'all know they do. You seeing the evidence. They feed it to us in fast food. They've been feeding us human beings. We've been cannibals for a minute. It only takes you to come out of there and come back to the continent where the Father can heal your body and drive out all them things you've been eating, all them human. All of us probably ate human beings. I used to eat at McDonald's. Not a lot, but every now and then, all of us probably ate human beings before. We have to be cleansed when we come out of that filthy, disgusting place. We got to get our fresh vegetables and fruits to cleanse. Father got to heal us and cleanse us from all these cancers and all these sicknesses, because we got it, because we're eating human beings. We're eating poison. Got to come out of there. Come out of her, my people. So you won't partake of her judgments, her plagues. She's wicked, full of debauchery, abominations. Monsters are there. Demons are there. Fallen angels are there. Aliens are there. Reptiles are there. You got more of them than human beings in America, fam. And the only human beings in America are black, and they disappearing. Why do you think the blacks disappearing? Because they the only human beings. They need to eat. They're eating our people. You got to come out of there. You got to. Take your chance outside, and the Father will help you financially. Think of how you can make money. Try to set something up, but He can still provide for you. When you get out of there, you group with a people. Go to a country with a lot of us. We group together. We feed each other. We help each other. We eat together. Like that's what we did during the elections, demonstrations, and internet cuts. A whole 7 days. We thought it was going to be like, 3 or 4 days. 7 days. People was running out of food, water, electricity, because we pay our electricity over our phone. The internet wasn't working, so we couldn't transfer money from the bank to our phones. So we had to help each other. A lady put internet on my, put electricity on for my electricity because I was running low. She gave me electricity. A sister gave me, paid for electricity. She gave me water. What we did was we all cooked, and we had like a potluck, and we met outside, and we stayed in our compound. We met and we ate together. So nobody is going to be hungry. We're going to share whatever we got. If we ain't got nothing but rice and beans, we're going to make a big pot of rice and beans, and we're going to all eat. Ain't nobody going to be hungry. It's kids. We have kids in our community. We're not going to let nobody be hungry, family. That's just how we do it here. We do that here. Because we all we got. We don't have nobody to take care of us but each other. So glad your state of peace cannot be. I have so much peace. Sun 360. I am glad to be nearly a year from eating. Yeah, I know, Suns 360. 30 minutes after you eating, there you got, yup, Sun 360. I love y'all too. Keep it flowing. Catch you on the, okay, Suns 360. Have a good one. Thank you for jumping in. Mia, let's see, Mia Lee. Oh, I know I'm messing your name up, Mia Lee. But welcome. But yeah, so we have all eaten human beings over there. We have all eaten poisons over there. We all put poison on our skin and our hair, chemicals, brushed our teeth, Listerine, everything has been poisoning us. Why do you think we're getting cancer at such a high rate? So when you come out of her, then you get to heal. You start your healing process of flushing your system from all those demonic, wicked, dark stuff you've been eating and doing, and then you eat fresh food and vegetables. It heals. You got your herbs. You use those. You drink you some teas every morning. You start, eating fresh fruit and doing smoothies and eating fruit, just all kind of stuff to heal your body. Your body can heal itself naturally if you change your diet. Get rid of all this processed food. Get rid of all these meats. You have to stop eating meat for a minute. You got to stop eating meat until you get your body healed. You got to eat a lot of fruit and vegetables to get all that cannibal. I'm sure we done ate human beings. I'm sure, family. I'm sure. That's why people getting cancers and stuff. You got to flush all that out. The Father will help you, tell you what to eat, heal your body, and get you on the right track of getting healed and back to your, your original beautiful self. And out of all this wicked Babylonian customs of food and all this different stuff, all this sugar and all this, yeah, we gotta get healed and cleansed. I had to do that myself. I wasn't even overweight. I was just, I didn't have a good diet because I couldn't eat fresh fruit and vegetables. So I changed my diet here. I don't eat that much meat. I eat meat maybe once a week, but I eat mainly fruit and vegetables. Hair start growing a lot. People are like, what are you doing? Eating healthy food. Being in the sun. The sun is hot here. This is our natural habitation. Melanin, the sun strengthens your melanin. It helps with everything for us. We're the sun people. We need the sun. We complain about it being hot, yes. But it heals our body. It does nice, our skin nice, our hair, our eyes, everything. The sun, we need the sun. So you have healing here. So it's easy to have peace, feel free and feel safe because everything you need to flourish is here. Fresh food, vegetables, the sun, the less stress. Everybody's poly. That means everybody do things slow. It's like you're on a retirement, soft life type vibe. 5 years and I've been kind of living like a soft life, like no stress. Even though I feel stressed sometimes because financially I don't always have, money to always, pay. I don't know when I'm going to get money. That's the thing. When you live in the West, you have a job, so I'm going to get paid on this day. So you can plan your bills. But when you work online and you have streams of income, you don't always know when your money is coming in. So you might have a consultation today and then another one. That's a good month, but you might only have one a month. You may not even have one a month. So you have to learn to budget your money and stretch it. So yeah, so that could be a bit stressful, but it's not as stressful as I felt living in America. It's a lighter stress, but it's still stressful, but it's not as intense that it will affect my health. It's not that type of stress. But when you're working in the West and you living there in America, that type of stress can affect your health because you're under stress all the time. You don't get to have you don't get to have peace unless you go on a vacation for 2 weeks and you go somewhere and you have that rest and then you go back to that grind. And what about people who don't take vacations? They can't afford to. So they work 2 or 3 jobs and they under stress constantly. That's not good for your health. It's killing your body. Your body ain't made to be under stress like that. You need to have at least one day to rest, like a Sabbath, one day to rest your body and your mind. We can't get that in America because it's the slave workhorse type thing. So it's not the best. Awakening Soul, welcome. Decided to do a live stream. Girl, I tried to do it 5 times and it kept acting up on my computer, but I'm doing the vertical live now. And I got 13 people in the room. You are very welcome. Thumbs up the live stream. This one is better. It's on my phone, so maybe the computer. My computer is, y'all know my computer is monitor, tap, track. My phone is too. All my devices are. There's nothing I can do about it because it always happens. So they be watching. You know, when you leave, when they say one got away, the slave got away, the runaway slave got away, they still be watching. They be still sending ops, agents, everything. They be looking just like us. They keep track of us and watch us and monitor and try to find out what we got going on, all in our business. Coming over here pretending they want to meet and they like-minded, then you find out something ain't right with them. It's usually somebody in the military. But, yeah. So I learned all that being out here too. Yep, I learned all that too. Your enemies, oppressors, and captors are always going to send agents and ops to watch you because they're afraid you might corrupt the other ones. You waking everybody up because you done escaped and you've been gone for 5 years. And so you calling back to your brothers and sisters saying, come on, you can come on over. You know, we live peacefully over here. We free over here. We feel safe over here. And if not, we can go to another country because 6 countries bordering Tanzania. You can travel all around the continent. You ain't got to be stuck over there in Babylon where them white people talking grimy to you and treating you any kind of way and act like you think you need them for work, a job, or you need something from them. They feeding you. So you got to deal with their stuff because they feeding you? Stop eating behind them anyway. That food is poison anyway. They've been poisoning us for a long time. It's only by the grace of our Maker that we still alive. It's only by His grace that we ain't disappeared, that we're not gone. We're alive because of Him protecting us. But, you know, it's time to come out now, fam. You don't have to stay there. You get your passport and you can leave. You don't have to stay there and put up with this. Like our ancestors, they didn't have passports. So they had to stay and put up with the abuse. But we don't have to do that. We can leave. We don't have to stay. We don't have to deal with abuse, disrespect, racial comments and wickedness and just stuff like that. We don't. It's like out of sight, out of mind. I don't even see them people. And I like it like that. I like it like that. I just don't want to see nothing but Africans. Every day, all day. Wherever I go for business, everywhere, it's nothing but Africans. Go to the airport, Africans. Africans everywhere. That's how I like it. People look just like me. I like it like that. Do the other African countries require a visa or passport to enter? Yes, Don Blake. Yep. Most of them require, you have to have a passport to travel. That's the first thing. And then with the visas, here in Tanzania, you can get a visa on arrival. Some of the other countries, you have to apply ahead of time. You just have to Google, go online and Google whichever country you're interested in. Or you can just YouTube which countries can you travel to that's visa-free for the U.S. passport holders. So if you have a U.S. passport, you can say which countries are visa-free, and you can decide the ones that are visa-free that you can just go to, and you don't have to have a visa to go there. I think South Africa may be like that, or Botswana. Just Google which countries. But Tanzania, you can get one on arrival. You're welcome. You can get one on arrival, so you don't have to apply ahead of time. I think Kenya, you can get one on arrival in Kenya too, I think. I know you used to have to apply online, but I think you can get one on arrival. But yeah, you just have to figure out which countries you can get with a U.S. passport. Which countries can you go visa, get a visa on arrival. So you don't have to apply ahead of time. I know with Ghana I had to apply ahead of time, so I don't know if they still doing visa on arrivals in Ghana. You just have to research. And I'm sure it's a lot of videos on YouTube where people are talking about that, because a lot of us are in the different countries and we're doing videos and we're sharing. You don't even have to have a visa to go to this country. 6 countries that you can go visa free if you have the U.S. passport. I guess videos on YouTube about that, so you can probably just look at a video. You don't have to go online and research it. You just look that up and you'll find out. But yeah, fam, I just want to do this live stream. I got 14 people in the live stream. You're very welcome. Thumbs up the live stream. I finally been able to be on here for a while because I made this attempt 5 times, family. On my computer 5 times, and I was being recorded. And when I get off this live, I'm going to go back through my videos and look. I'm going to leave them up there for y'all to see. Go look at those previous live streams I did. You'll see that the picture looks like it's a recording. Somebody was recording me on my computer. So I decided to use my phone and do the vertical live stream. So, and now I look more like I'm live instead of a recording. So yeah, that's how you know folks be recording you, watching you, monitoring you, tracking you, shadow banning you if you black. Like, they trying their hardest for us not to reach our people, to have them come out of her. Come out of Babylon, come out of the house of bondage, come out of the country that's about to have a racial civil war. Come out of that place. Go somewhere. Asia, if you like those, being around them folk. Caribbean, Africa. Just come out of her. I wouldn't recommend any European countries. A lot of people like going to Asia. I don't like them people like that. So I would never go to no Asian country. I don't care how developed it is. I don't care about no development. I want to be free. I want to have peace. And I want to feel safety. That's all I ask. I don't have to have all this development. I know how to manage. Like, Africans know how to manage with what they got. I can manage with what I got. I got enough. Like, I'm comfortable. I have everything I need. I don't care about all this high tech stuff where they want to know everything and scan all your retinas and take it. Yeah, I don't like all that stuff, man. I don't like people being in my business, trying to get my DNA and my fingerprints and all this. I don't like that. I don't like that. Other African country, let's see. Okay. So yeah, I don't like all that, fam. I guess I'm old school in that aspect. I don't like some of that high-tech technology because I'm private. I don't want people all in my business. Trying to, I don't like all that. That's why I don't even deal with no AI stuff. That stuff's not cute to me. I don't be talking to no demons. That's what those AIs are, family. Those are demons. I don't talk to no demons. I don't have no Siri. I don't have no Alexa on my phone. Even with that, I shut all that stuff off. Sometimes it come back on. Sometimes you can't help it because on your Google phones now they got this Google AI, Google stuff. I don't use none of them things. I type everything. I write everything. I don't talk to those demons. I talk to my Father only. I don't talk to demons. I don't like to talk to computers. Those are demons. So yeah, I don't do that. I don't want to have no conversations with them. Do Tanzanians recognize Thanksgiving? No, they don't. Awakening Soul, they got their own holidays. They don't really celebrate those pagan holidays in America. That's an American thing. But a lot of the businesses that are foreign companies, they be celebrating. So they'll have, like, around Thanksgiving, they might have some colors, or it's mainly not Thanksgiving, it's mainly like Christmas. I think that, and New Year's, those are the two that I see some of these foreign companies, they be having like the Christmas stuff, or they'll have like the New Year stuff. But most Africans, they got their own holidays. They got their own, especially here in Tanzania, they speak Swahili. They don't even really speak English, so they don't be celebrating that stuff. They got their own Christian, some of the Christians, they celebrate some. But the Muslims, they got their Eid, and they got their own stuff. They got their own African stuff and their own Christian and Muslim stuff. But even the crazy, because even the Christians here don't celebrate. A lot of them don't celebrate Christmas and stuff like the American stuff. They have their own stuff, fam. They don't be celebrating that. And I'm glad about that. Because Thanksgiving is definitely an American holiday, because they're celebrating what they did to the indigenous, to the the Indians, the indigenous Indians. So that's what Thanksgiving is. So no Africans or anything going to celebrate slaughtering people. That's what Americans celebrate, the slaughter of the natives. So no African is going to celebrate that. And Christmas is the only thing, because they're Christians and they think that that's Christ's birthday, but they don't make that big deal about it like Americans do. Because they don't have money to be spending like that. So they don't be making that no big deal. And I love that. A lot of times I don't be remembering it's even a holiday until somebody say something, or I see people online in America saying that. I say, oh yeah, it is. Yeah, they don't celebrate none of that. And I love it. I don't even be remembering, y'all. These holidays y'all be celebrating over there, I don't remember none of them until I go online and I see y'all saying different stuff. Black Friday, this. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. They don't be doing none of that over here. It's like a different world over here, fam. Capitalistic money making. That's right, Don Blade. They don't have money like that, because it's a large lower income across the continent. A lot of people low income, so they live by a daily wage, so they don't have money to be throwing it away on a gift. They don't be doing all that. They'll spend money on a wedding, something like that. They spend a lot on weddings, but yeah, these pagan holidays, they ain't spending no money like that. Oh yeah, I don't need the awakened soul. I've been stopped celebrating. Even when I came into the truth about who we really are, I stopped celebrating all the pagan holidays in America anyway before I even got here. So it's just, yeah. The only thing is, I do observe some birthdays. I don't make a big deal about mine, but my son's, I do acknowledge with him because he's my son. So I'll be like, this is born day, this your born day. May the Most High bless you. But other than that, I know it's the birthday situation that's pagan. So I don't really make a massive deal about that. Like some people be making a big old deal and doing all. Yeah, I don't do all that. Yeah. Somebody tell me, I'll be like, thank you. I don't shun people for what they do. I just don't make a big deal about any of these holidays. Now I do about the ones in the Bible. I do follow the laws, statutes, and commandments in the Bible, and I celebrate the 7 holidays in the Bible. So I do that, like, Passover, Feast of Weeks, Feast of Unleavened Bread, First Fruits, Feast of Tabernacles, Atonement. So those in the Bible, I celebrate those. The actual ones in the Bible that are listed, those are the ones we celebrate, not the pagan ones that America created. I don't celebrate those. So. But yeah, family, I just wanted to come to you because I was awake and it is late my time. I like to do this because it's usually most of my demographic is in America, and this is their time. So I'll stay up a little later to chat so you can lay eyes on me. So I can do a live, and I like to use all of the forms of that YouTube offers: the shorts, lives, long form videos, posting. I try to use everything because when you do that and you monetize, it just makes your numbers look better. So yeah. But anyway, I guess I will end this live stream. Thank you so much for taking the time to jump in. Thank you for taking the time to thumbs up, chat with me, and I'll do another one in the next couple of days. I like to do lives. I like to talk to people. And sometimes I be wanting to hear what people saying in America what I see what's going on online, but it's different when it's coming from someone that's over there and they can actually say, yeah, it's pretty bad, or this is happening, or that's happening. I like to hear directly from people. So, I mean, I know it's going on because it's all online. With everything that's going on over there, it's online, but I still like to chat with people. So, thank you so much. And yeah, I guess I'll end this live stream and take my butt to bed. Thank you so much for taking the time, and I will see you guys in the next live stream, the next video. So I'm going to say shalom, salam, peace. See you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your day, and thank you for jumping in and saying hi. Shalom, family.